Hello students and welcome to this video featuring director and its classification. The directors of a company are crucial to its operation as they are the individuals entrusted with the responsibility of managing the day-to-day affairs of the business. Their role is both strategic and operational. They oversee the company's activities, making key decisions and ensuring that the company is complying with legal and regulatory requirements. When a company requires more than one director, the collective body of the directors is referred to as the board of directors. The board of directors is essentially the decision-making body for the company, and it holds significant authority over the company's activities and policies. It is through this board that important decisions are made regarding the direction of the company, resource allocation, and other major business matters. According to the Companies Act 2013, the term director is defined in Section 2, subsection 34, which specifies that a director refers to an individual appointed to the board of a company. In addition, Section 2, subsection 10 of the Act defines the board of directors or simply the board as the collective body of directors who manage the affairs of the company. Essentially, the director is a person who serve on the board, and the board itself represents the collective group of directors responsible for overseeing the company's governance and decision-making process. Under Section 149 of the Companies Act 2013, the board of directors of every company must consist solely of individuals. Therefore, a body corporate, association or firm cannot be appointed as a director. The Director Identification Number DIN is a unique number issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India to individuals who wish to be appointed as directors or to any existing directors of a company. This number serves as a means of identifying a person as a director of a company. The DIN or the Director Identification Number is specific to the individual, meaning that even if someone holds directorships in multiple companies, they are required to obtain only one DIN. Additionally, if a director leaves one company and joins another, the same DIN remains valid for use in the new company as well. Now we are going to look into the various types of the directors. As you can see on the screen, there are 7 types of directors. We begin with first directors. They are those directors which are appointed during the incorporation of the company. Section 152 of the Act states that if the company's articles of association do not provide for the appointment of first directors, the subscribers to the memorandum, who are individuals, will be considered the first directors of the company until proper appointments are made. Section 152, subsection 1 applies to all companies, both public and private. For a one-person company, the individual member will be regarded as the first director until the individual member appoints the director or directors according to the provision of this section. Moving on to the second type, that is a resident director. Section 149, subsection 3 stipulates that every company must have at least one director who is an Indian resident and has been present in India for a minimum of 182 days during the financial year. However, for a newly incorporated company, this requirement will apply proportionately at the end of the financial year in which the company is incorporated. The third type of director is a woman director. According to Section 149, subsection 1, all the listed companies as well as public companies with a paid up capital of rupees 100 crore and more and annual turnover of rupees 300 crore or more should have at least one woman director. Next, we have a small shareholder director. Under Section 151 of the Act, a listed company may elect one director who's chosen by small shareholders as per the prescribed terms and conditions. A small shareholder is defined as someone holding shares with a nominal value of not more than 20,000 rupees or any other amount that may be prescribed. In this context, the nominal value of the share is important and not the paid up value or market value of the shares. Additionally, a small shareholder can hold equity shares, preference shares, or both. Let me ask you a question here. Rita holds 5,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each in ABC Limited Company. Can Rita be considered for the post of a small shareholder director? The answer is no. Rita cannot be considered a small shareholder since the nominal value of shares held by her, that is rupees 50,000, exceeds rupees 20,000. Next is an independent director. An independent director is a director who is neither a managing director, nor a whole-time director, nor a nominee director, and does not have any material or financial relationship with the company or its directors. In essence, an independent director is a non-executive director. The criteria for an independent director as per section 149, subsection 6 of the Act. First, the individual in the opinion of the board should be a person of integrity and one who possesses relevant industry expertise and experience. Second, the individual should not be a promoter or related to a promoter of the company, its holdings, subsidiary or associate company. Third, the individual should not have any financial relationship other than their remuneration as a director or transactions not exceeding 10% of their total income or such amount as prescribed with the company, its holdings, subsidiary or associate company or their promoters or directors during the two preceding financial years or the current financial year. Moving to the next type of director. Section 161, subsection 1 of the Companies Act 2013 states that a company's articles may grant its board of directors the authority to appoint an additional director at any time, provided that the person appointed is not one who failed to be elected as a director in a general meeting. The additional director will hold office until the date of the next annual general meeting or the last date by which the annual general meeting should have been held, whichever is earlier. If the company fails to hold the annual general meeting, the additional director will vacate their office on the last day the meeting should have been held. A person who does not get appointed as a director in a general meeting cannot be appointed as an additional director. Section 161, subsection 1 applies to all companies, whether public or private. The next type is an alternate director. Section 161, subsection 2 of the Act grants the board the authority, if permitted by the company's articles or by a resolution passed in a general meeting, to appoint an alternate director for a director who will be absent from India for a period of at least 3 months. The provisions applicable to an alternate director are as follows. First, the board of directors must be authorized by the company's articles or by a resolution passed in a general meeting to appoint an alternate director. Second, the director in whose place the alternate director is being appointed must be absent from India for a minimum of 3 months. Third, the person appointed as the alternate director must not be someone who already holds an alternate directorship for another director in the company or holds a directorship in the same company. Fourth, if the alternate director is being appointed for an independent director, it must be ensured that the proposed appointee meets the independence criteria outlined in section 149 subsection 6 of the Act. So this was all about the directors and types of directors. Each director plays a crucial role in fulfilling the company's objectives. Stay tuned for the next video where we'll dive deeper into more aspects of directors. Thank you.